Welcome back, everyone, to what is Thunder Logic on the Doors of Judgment key. This is the are you going to pass or are you going to fail? There is no more chances, that is for sure. They're down 1-0 in a pretty sweeping fashion. No doubt that's going to give Triumph a ton of confidence and momentum moving into this one. And there is no more room. There's no other chances. We don't have losers bracket, Keith. We don't even know what the word losers means here in Winners League. We only know winners, and that's it.
Yeah. And you want to know what's scary about this as well? Triumph get to pick what side they start on. So they're going to pick the CT side to continue that CT side momentum that they were gaining on Vertigo. And there's some similarities between Vertigo and Dust 2, right? CT aggression. You can fight for the A ramp, you can fight for long, you can fight for mid. It's kind of resilient, like kind of similar to Catwalk. We're going to see a lot of CT side aggression from Triumph, a lot of quick flanks once the rifles come out. I think Thunder Logic should be a bit more prepared on this, whereas it is their map, picking a map they play a lot. So I think this is going to be a bit closer, for sure.
Hopefully. And as we say that, Pure, he already gets gushed in the beginning of the round. He hasn't even seen anyone. The man's already gushed. He's going to lead the charge. Now he gets this final shot. It's another headshot onto Pure's head. He must have the world's biggest head. He just took 2 bullets to the head. And they're just making their way up cap. They're so blind. The counter flash is just so effective. Whack-a-mole here. Popping up from all directions. And a flawless sweep for Triumph. That is a feels bad start here for Thunder Logic. And Triumph already off to a pretty good start here. With rifles coming out as early as possible. 2 M4s and a FAMAS out instantly.
Yep, Spongy's probably going to FAMAS it as well. Yeah, so only 1 MP9 Roy. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It is the gun of champions. Grim burns, Sharky. I'm assuming it died instantly to that molly. That leg kind of just took the molly as punishment. Grim will lose one of the M4s. Anderson picks that up, but I think Shake's gonna be all over him.
Oh, he's
already shooting him through the corner. Yeah. So that's M4 picked up. And wait, did I just? Okay, Grim was really snaky about that. He dropped the FAMAS to the M4 instead of allowing Shake to grab it. That's funny. That's kind of mean, though. That is
Someone
funny.
give Shake the M4, okay? Someone pass
so
that
mean.
to him. This man is sacrificing weapons on gun rounds. He's managing his money so he can get guns, and he's passing it to the teammates. And y'all can't even give the man an M4. Like, that's just greedy. Here it goes over. The long hit. Brian Tukey, living up to his name, collapsed them. And a pretty nice corner here for Thunder Logic. And Shonek has been spotted. He's a 4th here. But Sharky's above on Cat. And that's the 1-2 punch here. And 1 player remaining now, Curry. But if they continue to opportunities, he might find it. But it's Shonek. He puts that to the end. And Thunder Logic comes swinging in the first gun round. Key 3 alive, too.
What? Color me impressed. This is typically the map of a couple good flashes, but a lot of individual skill, right? You get to see a lot of aim duels, a lot of 50-50s, some fair, some not fair, some CT-sided, some T-sided fights, but you get a good mix, you get a good vibe, and you get a good experience on every single fight. And Thunder Logic coming out and besting Triumph, who now are kind of forced, kind of not, seemingly all over the place what they want to do this round. And it's Anderson towards long, tapping away. He's going to look for a couple more. Spongy may shut it down, but I don't think Thunder Logic are in too much danger of losing this one. Unless Junior's Deagle in sight. I picked up an M4. Never mind. You blink and you miss it, and Shaniak's got him. And just like that, Roy, Thunder Logic, they get 2 back. They put Triumph in a save here, but I think they were going to buy here. So, little confused in their own money management, I'd say.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, they're on a 2,400 loss bonus. I think they could have forced an M4 light armor and still had a pretty healthy buy in the next round. But they're going to go for the even safer route, probably getting it out as early as possible. Ooh, a drive-by by Grim. He was kind of partially blind off that, too. Now, if Brian 2K walks in the middle here, that's another kill. That's for Junior. Fake? That was from CT spawn all the way into B.
Bryant. Look towards middle. Little does he know, there's an army crossing into B. Won't have any effect yet as Grim's close to the AK. Molly damage on Anderson. He peeks, Roy. He takes that fight. It's on Inshaniak to lock the fort down. They know it's a freebie once on site. They're trying to pressure him, and Inshaniak not worried about it at all. The P250 gets a dink, but that is it. Inshaniak is lucky to be alive, but it's all skill, baby. Brian would have been in there for the cleanup. Thunder Logic have won 3 in a row. And finally, the buy from Triumph, which includes an op on Junior. And if I'm not mistaken, did Shake Zula use a primary op way back when before he quit for coaching Chaos? I think so. I think he might have been an opper way back when.
Maybe he's picked up the op, but I really do not remember him as a primary opper. He's just been a rifle IGL for as long as I can remember. I could be wrong though. Don't
Maybe
quote
I'm
me on
losing.
that.
No, it's all right. I trust myself and Curry. Well, what can you do about that? Good M4 control. Gets the first jumping gun. So if that first player doesn't get immediately traded, it just typically snowballs, just like that. Curry now has backup in the form of Spongy towards window. This mid push is getting pinched all the way from the back long. Sharky gets shot in the back by Curry and Triumph. They get the guns out. Curry gets a 4K. He has been on a, I'd say, personal best performance streak for a while, Roy. For the last like 2-3 months.
Oh yeah.
Like him and Grim have just been not peaking, but just playing above everyone else.
I mean, peaking doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna have a valley after, right? Peaking, a player can have multiple peaks, and a peak could break the last peak, right? You can just keep reaching the heights. And I think you're absolutely right. I think these players are just doing just that. They're just reaching brand new heights. Here playing with fire, but he catches the off shot instead, and it's a double man advantage now. Shakes Hola finding the third as well, but unfortunately Junior does fall in the process. But it keeps Triumph up here with 2 men, and they're looking to contest further. But for Moss and Pitt, Grim is going really wide. He's getting very antsy for that fight, and he falls eventually, but he's done the damage, and he's put his team in such a favorable situation here. They have Shake still in Pitt, maintaining control, and Inshaniak is now in quite a predicament, I must say.
Yeah, what do you do? He's kind of stuck in an awkward spot. Flash comes over, they spot him. They know he's blue bin. Pre-aim will come in. Johnny will peek and just misses the mark. Shigzilla will take him down. Triumph will grab a double op, start to build that CT side economy, while Triumph will have to save one Roy. That is very unfortunate, as they are unable to buy up. Maybe some deagles. Maybe, just maybe, some armor. Yeah, Deagle Brigade. I like it. All for it. Then again, it's not an official Deagle Brigade.
It's not. Yeah, I was about to say this
is what I call the double D.
It is the dirty Deags. The dirty Deags.
The dirty Deags or Deagle date. That was a new one. It takes two people on a date. Yeah, it takes 2 to date. So
that's fair. I like a Deagle date. Sometimes it's a little powerful, but sometimes it just falls flat. No chemistry. We'll see. Right now, all I know is all 5 are out mid. Here comes the rush. Grim's in the perfect spot. Here's him post out the perfect side, tapping away with no fear, no pressure in the world. Brian taking out 1, but Shake is the guardian of the B-bomb site. No one shall pass, and Triumph find themselves another round. Only a single casualty, so their economy is now officially fixed, Keith. They're out of that eco territory now. A single gun saved will... Actually, maybe not quite, but if they can hold on to 2 weapons, they'll have a buy. But they're right on the edge. They're so close to stabilizing their economy. But they now have a double op setup, something that they have not had yet.
Yeah, a new challenge for Thunder Logic to get through. No smoke without that molly from Brian. Takes the M4 damage. The molly will finish it. Shake Zula may even push long. He's a bit of a crazy man. He hears these players up catwalk. He's getting pinched. Here goes Shake. Does he win the fight? No. Easy for Sharky as Anderson should just tap away. 2v2, but look at Curry. Quick flank from Curry on the quick flank. Like, we thought Shake Zula pushing was kind of crazy, but look how quick Curry got here. There is no way. And look where the bomb is. This is like, worst case. Curry's going to peek. Has a feeling they're coming from catwalk. Spongy gets hitting, and Curry just gets a freebie. How are these rounds getting turned into Triumph's favor? It blows my mind.
That constant pressure, right? Like, that extremity pressure is so valuable on Dust 2. Like, just having that player that's willing to push long. Like, I feel like pushing long A is one of the hardest things in the game to probably remove. You really have to have, like, the awareness of God when you're pushing long A. Look at this play from Curry. The flashbang from Spongy was just on point. But the ace, he drops the ace at the last second. But up to that point was a beautiful display there of CS by Curry. Sick aim. Credit to Spongy, of course, for the flashbang to make all that even possible. But Triumph are now 7-3, and I'm starting to get PTSD. And I'm wondering if Thunder Logic is starting to get some PTSD.
Spongy looking for the mid pick, Roy. Thunder Logic back to long control. They've tried it before. They've forced it here and there. That volley from Shake always kills. Johnny at close. Good trade. 2 more to find. He'll be trying to bait the op shot. And it just trades for days in Triumph's favor. It's Brian and Sharky. And you blink, you miss it. They both die at the same time. Curry pushing through B. I said at the beginning, watch for Triumph once they have guns. They're going to push the extremities. They're going to be all in your face. It's going to be like Vertigo. They like fighting. They like pushing. Especially when they feel like they have the upper hand against you. And they are going to push it. And again, it's Grim and Curry. What is this? A speed race any percent?
Yeah, this actually might be the fastest BO3 we've had yet. If this continues on this trajectory. We're not sure yet. We're not sure yet.
Not sure.
Yep. 2-for-1 deal. Pretty good trade from Thunder Logic. They got weapons to work with now, at least. They at least coverable. And Shaniak eliminates the only defender now that could have stopped an A split. And now they have full control of the A bomb site. Bungie's trying to hold the cross with the op. Curry's making his way down towards lower, so maybe they look for the pincer here, but their economy is really not that great. Like, it's strong right now, but if they lose both these guns, that's going to be their entire economy eaten up by the next buy. I think saving these 2 guns is ideal. Going for some exits is also a pretty viable strategy, which I think Curry's looking for right now. Same with Spongy. Yeah. They're looking for they're not quite going for it, but they're also risking it for the biscuit in terms of keeping Thunder Logic's money low.
Appreciate it, Curry. A little shaky, a little rocky. Just Spongy now. Gonna get faced. Actually tags up and punch is over. Spongy's gonna. Oh, he's gonna keep going. Are they gonna keep fighting him? I don't think they understand how rich Triumph is. Any kills are getting. Okay, good. And Johnny came in from behind. You know what? Losing one to drop the op, not so bad. That's a $47.50 gun.
True. Plus armor, plus kit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot of money. Like we said, right? This buy's gonna eat up a lot of the money here for Triumph, and when I say a lot, I mean almost all of it. Everyone is now in the eco range except Spongy. And Thunder Logic are going for the long gate clashes. They're more than happy to take these long gate clashes, as long as they can get out properly here. Nice push from Anderson, but unfortunately it gets shut down. Pure and Shaniak, they respond back. Everyone is here, Keith. They still have 2 more players.
And Shaniak shot Sharky in the back of the head. Shake Zula gets nothing in pit. 3 riflers committed. And I guarantee you they're not expecting Junior. Yeah, he's just going to take a shot. Drop his ball. He won. That's the bomb. He knows so Pure. Now Junior's playing close to the smoke. And the nade will find him. This is just... this is absurd. Spongy has bomb and op.
They don't even have utility to get
They
the
got
bomb.
nothing. They have nothing.
Spongy could just...
Oh, can he hold it from here? Oh, this is so, there's no way he can hit a shot from here.
Okay, I don't know if I vibe with this angle too much.
I don't like this angle. No. I don't like it. Because, like, you're only going to be shooting their knees.
Actually, no, you know what? I kind of do like it now. They can't see him.
Is it growing on you? No, they can't. No.
They have to start walking up. They're not going to expect him to be holding feet here. He's wondering if anyone is flanking him. Oh, he gave up the bomb.
Yeah,
no, the timing.
That was his win. That was his win. The one win condition was holding that bomb. And that's one of those moments where you played yourself.
He was paranoid of the flank, though, for some reason. Like he had a feeling somebody was creeping on him. He went to check that. I can respect it. Unfortunate timing overall, but yeah, I would have just gambled. I would have just gambled for the bomb. That was your winning condition. As soon as you lose that bomb, you lose the round. Either way, a pretty good trade happening for Thunder Logic. They're more than happy to take these fights long. Like 50-50 clashes are probably their best bet. But they've broken the economy for Triumph, as we said, and this should be a 6th round here for the Thunder Logic side. So not bad. Pretty good so far. Better showing than the first one. Wait, am I speaking too soon here?
Brian trying to cross Roy. We spot some heads here. They're boosting up over. The Deagle will see it. He doesn't see the boost. And it's good trades for Triumph. The spray from Sharky will connect. And Junior's timing on this flank just after the molly, and Shawniak has to go cover the plant. Ooh, this timing from Junior could not be better. This is going to be spicy. A packed jalapeno takes his time, taps away. Sharky gets off the plant, looks to face, and Sharky hits a quick headshot. It was needed. Thunder Logic have recovered this half and then some. Although this is typically a T-sided map, they've at least recovered, Roy. And earlier than they did on Vertigo.
Yeah. Okay. Mediocre buy here for Triumph, right? They have Jigsaw downgraded to a Floss, carry on the MP9, limited in terms of utility. Once again, they're looking for the long game clash. This time there's 4 defenders here for it. They go out wide. A 1-for-2 deal so far. Make that a 1-for-3. That's a good trade. That's a solid deal for Triumph as they look to potentially extend their lead here at 9-6, Keith. And that's a pretty good finish for Triumph, all things considered here. But they're still in Shawniak, they're still Sharky, and they might be able to get to work here. And look at Sharky, he's coming in on a hot flank.
Hurry. Long range M9. How do they do it, Roy? How do they make that gun work at long range? Spongy gets the last. 9-6 is the half. Great CT side. Thunder Logic string 3 rounds together both times to get themselves up to 6. But whenever I think I've used this reference before, but whenever I shoot the MP9 at long range, I'm like throwing peanuts and hitting them with marshmallows and just nothing intimidating. It just never works for me, Roy.
Yeah. You started playing with your feet again instead of your hands?
I did get a standing desk. Didn't.
So you're standing on your arms and you're playing with your feet?
Yes.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, that might be the problem. I think hands are better for aiming. No, joking aside, I have no idea. These guys, I just want to point out that Curry took an MP9 fight against an op. Won it. Like that. That is absurd.
Yeah. Well, Grim is ahead. Not by much, Roy. Little bit. By the way, I was looking at the stats just because I was curious. Let me pull it up right now. So, if I can pull up. Let me just refresh HLTV real quick. Oh, it doesn't have the stats from last map? I'm sad.
Yeah, it usually takes a little while on HLTV.
Well, from what I recall, Grim and Curry both had 154 ADR at the end of Vertigo. So 2 players dropping 154 ADR doesn't leave a lot for your teammates. I think the next highest was 64. Almost the same story here. But it isn't Shawniak really having one hell of a good half, to pull this one back. So not too far gone. They're on the CT side now, but now Triumph obviously are going to be a bit more aggressive, aren't they, Roy?
Hey. They're going for the USP's armor. No Kitsky, no smokes. Nothing. They're looking for the fight. They're looking for the brawl. Sharky's taking it up close and personal. I'm a big fan of 5 USPs in all armor, no kits, but you're going to have to find the early picks. So far, it's not going too shabby. A bit exposed for my liking. Into the crossfire they stand. That's not going to end well. Gushes left and right. Everybody's bleeding. Everybody's falling. And suddenly it's down to Shawniak, and he's already been gushed and eliminated as Curry finds himself 4 more kills to add on to his bucket. And it's now the 10-6 lead here for Triumph, Keith. And they're not slowing down. They're not relenting. Can I just point out that I have not seen Triumph lose a pistol in like 2 weeks or something. These guys never lose pistols. It's incredible.
Yeah, what's wild about it too is you ask a lot of top pros and they'll say pistols are kind of random. It seems like Triumph have kind of fixed that randomness. They just consistently win their pistols. I think a lot of it just comes down to your confidence in pistol rounds, and they're just, let's be honest, they're maniacs, Roy. Like they're running all over.
Ooze confidence.
Like, yeah, they are just living, breathing confidence bubbles. I don't know what that would look like, but it would probably be pretty jacked. As Inshaniak on site gets one scout kill. Good tag onto Curry. Cannot connect with the second, but that's damage well earned. And I can't believe Junior just did that. I think I might be sick. Doing that against pistols is just, it's just out of this world, isn't it? Sharky can grab an AK, and he knows Junior dropped in CT. Peekaboo. Sharky's close. As you can tell, Sharky has to keep moving because sharks are not allowed to sit still, Roy. They die. Great, connected, and double peek immediately. Yeah.
Damn, looks like he got assassinated. 11-6 though. And I'm not seeing I'm really not seeing much of a chance here for Thunder Logic. A couple that you come out, 3 of them. Shaniak saving for the op, of course. He's gonna go for the USB. Spongey's out of mid. He's gonna get eliminated by Junior instead. And already the... Oh, sit down. Jeez, that was an insane shot. Okay, this is starting to get really sloppy. Sharky's chasing this player. Curry. Oh, no, not like
what
this.
What is going
Sharky.
on? This is mayhem. How does Spongy bring this back? It's all on Brian. He'll smoke the site. The bomb is down. He's top side. He's about to get pushed to the ramp. There's a nade. It fully connects. Was that a 100 HP nade? I don't think he had armor, but like, you never see those. This game is kind of brazy, Roy.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Oh, the auto sniper.
Oh, no.
Yeah, thought I heard it. That's what it is. Bunch breaks it out. Junior out middle. The auto sniper is going to keep pegging that door. Keep trying to find him. As Courage pushing along, and there's the push from Brian. He's going to keep going. This is aggression on aggression. No one wants to give up. Everyone at this point is telling themselves they're better than the other player. And they're going to keep running and keep taking fights and non-stop aim duels. This is a battle of who's better. It's not just a Dust 2 match at this point. This is a aim duel warm-up. Grim's going to try to prove he's better. Goomba stomp onto Pure. He tried to keep going for more, but Anderson cuts him off. The last 2 tours long. Anderson's trying to sneak up. Smoke on the cross. Anderson's going to go for the jumping up. Come on, Anderson. Fulfill my fantasy. That sounds kind of weird to say out loud. but he is going to stick around the smoke, and he gets caught by the auto. This game is getting out of hand real quick.
This is probably the... Okay, I want to say this is probably the sloppiest version of Counter-Strike we've seen yet. But somehow,
yes.
Triumph are still in control. I think that's one thing I will always appreciate about the Triumph roster is, like, they can take you to structure, or they can beat you with that puggish, very contest-heavy CS. And they can, you know, get you a team that can do both, I guess. Oh, my God. He is just... His aim is just... Look at that.
What do you want me to say? He is a machine, Roy. He's just ace.
Okay, round's over.
That was... Okay, may I say that was the most casual ace I've ever seen? Like,
how does his aim... Like, his aim... Like, when he's killing people, he looks like he's, like, slaughtering them. Like, how does he make it look like that? Well, what is making it look like that?
I guarantee you, he is just so good at understanding the AK, right? Like, he's dialing in the sensitivity and everything, but that was the most casual ace I've ever seen. Just kind of walks in B, kills everyone. Now the ops are killing them back. I mean, they brought out this double op essentially. The auto from Shake is finally going to start to kill them back. They kept peeking the auto. I've never seen teams just keep continuously peeking the auto, try to push mid. Pure, his box is gone. Now there's an op on someone's back, or excuse me, scout on someone's back closed door. Anderson goes down. Does Sharky get caught looking? Right, close.
Oh,
he's caught off. Yeah, that is a bomb. He's gonna molly on top of it. Does Sharky get out of this? He gets away with a kill. Flick down from Shake. Auto sniper tags him up. Don't re-peek him. Just don't do it. He's gonna... He's spamming it. There's no way. How many bullets does he have left? He's 3. No! What is this? Dude.
Oh, got tears coming down my eyes. Alright, get me out of here, man. Get me out of here. Ship this. Now the 4 ops are out. 2 weren't enough, man.
From Ace to auto sniper clutch to triple op Seaside. At least they're having fun. I know these guys are friends and they talk, and I know Pure was giving it back and forth to Junior, or Brian was giving it back and forth to Junior, saying, "Why don't you give me ecos?" And they're John at each other. So it's all in good fun. At the end of the day, it's unlucky for Thunder Logic to have to go against Triumph Roy. Probably.
That is a hard draw.
If you look at like the standings of North America, I would say Triumph and Chaos are really close for that, like just behind Genji for like 5th best team in North America, right? Because it probably goes Liquid, EG, depending who you ask. Okay.
I mean, let me put it this way.
Yeah.
I think that Triumph is the best team in Winners League this season.
In Winners League, yeah.
For the NA division. For the NA division.
So that puts them ahead of Chaos in your mind.
That was my next question. It's like, do you think that Triumph is better than Chaos? Like, I think you have to consider some things with Chaos, right? Is that, one, they have made recent roster changes that have obviously set them back a little bit. 2, they've swapped roles. Like, they've put Vanity on the op. That's another kind of an X factor that's kind of impacting their results. Versus a team like Triumph, who's had the same team for quite a while now. And, like, they're not stagnating. Like, they're just constantly upwards trending. Like, I just don't see... I mean, I hope I see it, because we will see it at some point if both teams continue to win. It will be the Chaos versus Triumph potential in the either semis or in the finals. But it's going to be insane. And Triumph is a beast, man. And unfortunately for Thunder Logic, although they are a pretty sick team filled with very promising talent, they're just not on the same level. And there's really not much else to say. Like, we saw it. Even Triumph was even toying with them at one point. 16-5, 16-6 was the score line for those 2 maps.
I believe something around that, yeah.
I mean, that's disgusting. Like, the first map, we're talking about Grim and Curry having more than like 60 to 70% of the kills on the team. Like, what are you even supposed to do against that when you have structure, you have the firepower? Your only chance is to play, street Counter-Strike, we call it, right? Very puggish, very brawl heavy, and you're not even able to contest that. It's just madness.
Wow. Yeah, I think you summed it up beautifully. The only way we will see Chaos and obviously Triumph play each other is in the grand finals.
That would be insane.
So Triumph have to get through Gaming, probably one of the best up-and-coming Brazilian teams.
For sure.
Chaos either have to beat Recon 5 or New England Whalers. Now, Recon 5, to me, I think are in a weird spot with the player having to take an emergency leave. They're allowed a sub, but obviously that's going to hamper them. But the Whalers actually topped the MDL division out of nowhere and have been playing some amazing Counter-Strike. And we know the potential of those players. In fact, we've met most of them. Really cool, down-to-earth guys who understand the game thoroughly. So that could be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, I think the matchup between Triumph and is going to be insane. And I'm so happy to see versus Triumph. My mind is already blown. Like, Dumao against Grim, that's going to be so sick to watch. Like, these hard hitters, right? Curry. I mean, even Shake. Like, Shake is not a low frag in IGL. Like, he's putting out pretty consistent numbers himself. He's IGLing a pretty young team. It's a very promising roster. And I don't think Spongy gets enough credit on, like, the mold position that he's in, where he's, like, constantly filling what needs to be done as well. But unfortunately, the run here for Thunder Logic has come to an end. Commiserations. But thank you guys for participating in the league. It's been a pleasure. I think you guys got some money out of this as well. So enjoy. Don't spend it all in one place. And thank you guys for entertaining thousands of us here throughout the season, throughout Winners League. So we appreciate you. And we hope to see you guys again next season in a much stronger form. For now, you are eliminated. And of course, congratulations to Triumph. Always happy to see these guys perform. And I'm happy to see more of them here in the semis. For now, everybody, we are out of here. Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate your presence. And if you have enjoyed the content, please do follow our socials: Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We're everywhere. And of course, you can always check our matches on HLTV, win.gg, or on our socials. Catch us there. For now, we are out of here. Take it easy, and we'll see you soon for more Counter-Strike.